Level 1, the Paro. You're 14 years old. You're standing on the corner of a street you've walked 1,000 times. Except tonight, someone's watching you. Not a cop, not a teacher. Someone your age, maybe a year older, with eyes that have already seen things you haven't. He doesn't say much. He just says, "You want to make $20 tonight? Just watch the corner. Anyone you don't recognize comes down the block, you text this number." That's it. No oath, no ceremony, no movie scene. Just $20 and a number in your phone. You stand there for 3 hours. It's cold. Nothing happens. But you come back the next night, and the night after that. You start recognizing faces. You learn which cars belong on this block and which ones don't. You learn that silence is a skill, that stillness is a skill. The older guys start nodding at you when they walk past. That nod means something to you. You don't know why. Maybe it's because nobody else in your life looks at you like you exist. Your school doesn't. Your apartment doesn't. The country you arrived in 2 years ago definitely doesn't. But these guys, they see you. And that $20 becomes 40, then 60. You're not in the gang, but you're orbiting it. And gravity is already pulling. Level 2, the Check-AO. 3 months pass. Someone with a spiderweb tattoo on his neck calls you by a nickname for the first time. Not your real name, a name they gave you. In MS-13, that matters. You're now a Check-AO, a prospect, under evaluation. You don't get paid more yet, but you get access. You're inside apartments now. You're watching deals happen. You're running packages 2 blocks over and not asking what's in them. You already know. You're learning the rules without anyone writing them down. Rule 1, you don't talk about click business outside the click. Rule 2, you don't touch the money unless you're told to. Rule 3, you don't back down. That last rule, they're going to test it. One night you're walking back from a drop and 2 guys you don't know step out of a doorway. They're from a different set. You can tell by the way they stand, by what's written on their hands. They say something, they get close. Every part of your body says run. You don't run. You don't know what happens next exactly. It's fast, it's loud. You feel something in your knuckles later that night. The next morning, the guy with the spiderweb tattoo says one thing to you. You good. 2 words, and they feel like the most important words anyone has ever said to you. That's the trap. You're already inside it, and you don't even feel the walls yet.
Level 3, the homeboy. The night it happens, there's no warning. You're pulled into a room, 6 guys you know, some you trust. Someone looks at you and says, "You ready?" You say yes. What follows is 13 seconds. That's the traditional jump in. 13 seconds of fists from every direction. You don't fight back, that's not the point. The point is you don't fall, you don't beg, you don't cry, you stand up. Your lip is split. Your ribs feel cracked. One eye is already swelling shut, but you're standing. And now you're a homeboy, a full member of the clique. You get a name, you get a territory, you get brothers. The word hermano, brother, gets used constantly now. And at first, it feels real. It feels like family, the kind of family you maybe never had. There are cookouts, there's loyalty, guys who would genuinely take a bullet for you. But there's also this. Now you have to do what the clique needs, not what you want, what the clique needs. And the clique doesn't always need clean things. Your first real assignment isn't a shooting, it's an intimidation. A local business owner who stopped paying. You go with 2 others. You stand there while your boy does the talking. You don't say anything, you just exist in the room. But you are there. And being there means you're complicit. That night you eat well, you sleep in a place with heat. You tell yourself it wasn't that bad. That's what every single person at this level tells themselves. Level 4, the soldado, the soldier, the weapon, the one who does the work. This is where the story stops being survivable for most people. As a soldado, a soldier, you're the operational core of the clique. You're the one who handles the dirty work. Drug distribution, collections, enforcement, defensive territory. You're not making decisions, you're executing them. And that distinction will haunt you later. The money is real now, not $20 on a corner, hundreds, sometimes more. Cash in your hand that you can't explain to anyone outside this world. You buy things, you dress better, you start to feel powerful. But power at this level is rented, not owned. You are a tool. You understand this only in small, quiet moments, usually at 3 a.m. when you can't sleep because your brain won't stop replaying a night 2 weeks ago that you can't talk to anyone about. You've seen things now, done things that separated you from the version of yourself at level 1. That kid on the corner watching for $20, he feels like a different person. He was. The clique is your whole world now, your social life, your income, your identity. Leaving isn't a door anymore. Leaving is a cliff, and the clique makes sure you understand that, loudly, regularly, without mercy.
Level 5, the veterano. The veteran, the respected, the survivor. You've been in for years now. That alone means something, because most people at your original level are gone. Gone means different things. Some are dead, shot on corners, in cars, outside apartments. Some are in prison. Federal, state, it doesn't matter. They're gone. Some tried to walk away. That's its own story, and it doesn't end well. But you're still here, and that survival earns you something in this world: respect. As a veterano, you're not just muscle anymore. You're a resource. Younger guys come to you. They ask questions. They watch how you move. You are, without choosing it, a teacher now. A teacher of the worst curriculum on earth. You're not running packages, you're coordinating who runs them. You're not doing collections, you're deciding which collections get made and how hard. You have soldiers beneath you who do what you once did. And some nights, sitting in a room with good food, music, and men who would die for you, it almost feels worth it. Almost. Because the veterano level comes with something the lower levels don't: awareness. You know how this ends. You've watched it enough times. You've been to enough funerals. You've visited enough prisons. You know. But knowing and leaving are two very different things, and the clique doesn't retire soldiers. Level 6, the palabrero, the shot caller, the voice, the one who decides. At this level, you stop being a person and start being a position. The palabrero, the word, is the leader of the local clique, the one whose voice carries weight. Decisions flow through you. Who gets disciplined, who gets promoted, what territory gets held and how, who the clique aligns with and who it goes to war with. You don't beg for anything anymore. People bring things to you: money, information, loyalty. You're not rich by the standards of the world, but in this world, in this neighborhood, in this network, you're powerful. And power in MS-13 is a specific, dangerous kind of thing, because it's not just local anymore. MS-13 has estructura, structure. What happens in your clique connects the cliques across the state, across the country, back to El Salvador, Honduras, Guatemala. You're receiving directives now from people you've never met, and when those directives come, you're expected to execute them. No questions, no hesitation. Because at this level, if you hesitate, if you show softness, someone below you starts wondering if you should still be where you are. And that thought, once planted, grows fast. The paranoia starts here. Every meeting feels like it might be the last one. Every loyal face, you study it for betrayal. You sleep less, you trust nobody fully. You've made enemies by necessity, inside the gang and outside it. The feds know your name now. You can feel it. You notice the car that parks 1 block over for 3 hours without moving. You change your routes, your phone, your location. This is your life. Control on the outside, chaos inside. Level 7, the primera palabra, the first word, the regional power, the untouchable. Very few people reach this level. You now oversee multiple cliques. Your name carries weight across a region, a city, sometimes multiple states. You are connected to the leadership structure in Central America. Money moves through you in volumes that would be incomprehensible to the version of you on that corner with a burner phone. You don't do anything yourself. Not anymore. Your hands are technically clean, and that's by design. Layers of people between you and the work. You are a CEO of violence. And like any CEO, you've lost the human view of what's below you. You make decisions about people's lives like their logistics problems. Move this, remove that, expand here, hold there. The FBI has a file on you. Homeland Security has a file on you. 3 foreign governments have files on you. You know this because someone inside one of those agencies told someone, and that someone told someone, and eventually it reached you. Which means those layers you built, some of them are cracked. You start removing people, not firing them, removing them. And every removal tightens the walls around you, because every person you removed had someone who loved them. And that someone is now a potential informant. The pyramid you climbed was always hollow at the top. You just couldn't see it from the bottom.
Level 8. The ghost. The hunted. The paranoid. The man without a country. You're not in your city anymore. You move every few weeks. Different apartments, different names, different phones that get smashed and replaced. You've crossed borders. You've paid for silence in places where silence isn't guaranteed. The network that protected you at level 6 and 7, it's the same network that can unmake you now. Because in MS-13, power doesn't retire, it transfers. Someone younger, hungrier, and more ruthless is already sitting where you once sat. And you're an inheritance problem. You know too much. You know names, routes, accounts, alliances, and betrayals spanning 15 years. That knowledge is either an asset or a threat, depending on who's in power this week. 3 of your original clique brothers are dead. 2 are serving federal sentences. 1 is in witness protection, and you think about him more than you admit. Because he got out. It wasn't clean, it wasn't free, but he's alive. He's somewhere, with a new name and a small apartment, and probably nightmares every night. But alive. You're in a country you barely speak the language of. You have money, technically, but you can't spend it without moving it through people you no longer trust. You haven't spoken to your mother in 4 years. Not because you don't want to, because calling her puts her in the frame. And the frame is closing. Level 9. The choice. The crossroads. The only door left. It comes quietly. Not a confrontation, not a raid, a phone call, a voice you don't recognize. Federal agent, organized crime division. They know your location. They've known it for 6 weeks. They've been watching, building, waiting. They're not calling to arrest you, not yet. They're calling to offer you what you once watched your brother take, a way out. You sit with that call for a long time. You replay your life the way people say you do before you die. The corner at 14, the $20, the first nod, the first jump in, the first night you did something you could never undo. Every level you climbed, every person you brought up behind you, every person you had removed. The years that went somewhere you can't fully account for. And you understand something now that took 15 years to reach. You were never building anything. You were digging. Every level you thought was up was down, deeper in, harder to climb back from. The guy at the top isn't powerful. He's just the deepest underground. Level 10. The cycle. The ending that isn't one. Here's what they don't tell you. There are 3 ways this ends. Dead, caged, or running forever. The cooperator's deal is real, but it's not freedom. It's a different kind of prison. Relocated, monitored, renamed, cut off from everything you know. The cage is federal now, not local. Decades, in a facility where the sun is scheduled. And dead, well, you've attended enough of those funerals to know there's nothing cinematic about it. It's fast, and then it's nothing. But here's what the cycle means. Right now, in some neighborhood, in some city,
There is a 14-year-old on a corner. He is cold. He is invisible to everyone except one person. And that person is offering him $20 to watch the block for a few hours. And that kid? He says yes, because that nod felt like being seen. And being seen when you felt invisible your whole life is the most dangerous feeling in the world. The cycle doesn't need a boss to run. It runs on that feeling. It always has.